Dear students, welcome back. We were discussing about the diseases in humans. In the last class, we learnt about some of the bacterial diseases like typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis. Now let us study some of the viral diseases. Viral diseases in humans are measles, chickenpox, polio, hepatitis A, and many more. Now let us study about measles. See, measles is also known as rubella. So, measles is caused by a rubella virus. Rubella is nothing but measles only. Mode of transmission is through air. See, when a person inhales the contaminated air, he may get this disease. Some symptoms of this diseases are sore throat, inflamed eyes, fever, and red blotches on the skin. So, this red blotch indicates that the person may get the measles disease. A skin rashes occurs, cough and runny nose also occur. So, measles causes to a human being and he may suspect by seeing the red spots on his skin. So let us see some of the treatments. What treatments given to measles disease? Here you should understand that there is no specific medicine for the measles. Usually it goes on its own, but some medications will help to reduce the fever and boost the immune system. And one more thing, when a person get a measles once in his lifetime, he won't get it back. Means in a person life only one time there may be a chances of attacking or affecting the measles. So how can we prevent? Even one time also it may not occur by getting the vaccination. What vaccination we get? That is MMR vaccination. Should be given at early age of a child, which will prevent the measles. Let us study about our next viral disease, chickenpox. Chickenpox is a viral disease. It transmits through air, contaminated air. See here the virus which causes the chickenpox is varicella zoster virus. When the air is contaminated with the varicella zoster virus and that air contaminated air is inhaled by a healthy person, he may get the chickenpox disease. See, chickenpox is also known as varicella. So the virus is varicella zoster virus. What are the symptoms for this chickenpox disease? Usually it appears on the skin. The symptoms like blister like rashes on the skin and he won't feel hungry, loss of appetite and fever, headache. These are the symptoms. Usually rashes on the skin it indicates that chickenpox disease may occur to that child. Okay, what are the treatments should be given for this chickenpox disease? Here, there is no particular medicine for the chickenpox. Usually, it is also go on its own. So, some antiviral medications to be given to reduce the symptoms which are occurred. So, there is no specific treatment for chickenpox. Only it goes on its own. We can just reduce the symptoms by some medicines. Let us see how can we prevent this disease. Vaccination helpful in preventing the chickenpox disease. At early age, there is so many vaccination given to a child to prevent so many diseases. So this is also one of that. Varicella vaccine is given to a child at early age, which will prevent the chickenpox to him. Now let us study about the next viral disease, that is a polio. Polio is a life-threatening disease. The mode of transmission is through contaminated air or contaminated water. Polio disease is caused by a virus called polio virus. When air or water is contaminated with the polio virus and that is inhaled or reached to a healthy person, he may get the polio disease. Usually it affects to a children under 5 years. Okay, most of the children have no symptoms. Symptoms will not occur for polio virus. So, what it affects to a person? How it affects to a person? It affects to a spinal cord and it leads to muscle weakness and it leads to paralysis. So, the muscle get weakened and some parts of the body get disabled and it cannot return to a normal state in his lifetime. That's why it is a life threatening disease. Nowadays there is so many vaccination are there, and even polio also eradicated by vaccine. What are the treatments? There is no treatment for polio. There is no cure for polio disease. Some physical therapy is used to stimulate the muscles, but ultimately we cannot reverse it to the normal stage. Once a person affected by a polio, there is no reverse back to a normal stage. So it is a dreadful disease. Then how can we prevent this disease? Now we are successful in preventing the polio disease by vaccination. Yes, oral polio vaccine. It is given free by a government to avoid the viral infection, that is polio viral infection. Vaccination given at a young age, oral polio vaccination given to a child of some doses in certain duration at a young age will prevent the disease, that is polio disease. Now let us study about the hepatitis. Hepatitis means jaundice. Hepatitis A, jaundice. It is a liver disease. It affects to a liver. It leads to a liver damage. And this hepatitis A caused by hepatitis A virus. What is the mode of transmission? How it spreads? It spreads through contaminated water with the feces of an infected person. What are the symptoms for the jaundice? The person look pale, his nails will become yellowish, his eyes will become yellow, and his skin looks yellowish. He may get fever, he may get a loss of appetite, he won't feel hungry, and vomiting, dark urine. These are the symptoms of the hepatitis A disease. How can we treat this? There is no particular medicine for hepatitis A, but some medications will be helpful to reduce the symptoms. And how can we prevent this? We can prevent this jaundice by drinking the boiled water. So when we boil the water, it kills the virus. So the person will be free from the viral infection when he drink the boiled water. And we can prevent the hepatitis A by vaccination. The vaccine is hepatitis A vaccine. This is given to a child which will prevent the jaundice disease to a child. The child will not get the jaundice disease if he get this hepatitis A vaccine. Now let us study about malaria. Malaria is a protozoal disease. Till now we learned viral infections. Now we are discussing about protozoal disease. Protozoa is a microorganism. So we are studying about the microbial diseases. Malaria, it is a protozoal disease. This is caused by a plasmodium, a protozoa called plasmodium. Then how it spreads? It spreads by the mosquito bite. The mode of transmission is mosquito bite. When a mosquito bites to a malaria infected person, the person already having the infection, when a mosquito bites to a infected person, the plasmodium present in his blood is transferred to a mosquito, and mosquito which carries the plasmodium in its salivary gland. See, when a mosquito sits on the infected person to suck the blood, with the blood, the mosquito will also carry the plasmodium in, in the salivary gland. And the same mosquito sits on the healthy person, and healthy person transmits, get the plasmodium. See, mosquito is transferring the plasmodium from the infected person to a healthy person. So a healthy person get infected by plasmodium. Plasmodium enters the healthy person, get replicates and causes the malaria disease to a healthy person also. Now this person is get infected by malaria. What are the symptoms for malaria? Usually high fever with the shaking chills, headache, vomiting, muscle pain, and breathing variation, muscle contractions. These are the symptoms for the malaria. Let us see what are the treatment. There is a treatment for a malaria disease. Some medications to be given to treat the malaria disease. Then how can we prevent this? Always prevention is better than cure. So use of mosquito net and repellents like All Out, Good Night, liquids. There are so many brands are there. These repellents liquid helpful to avoid the mosquitoes. It reduces the mosquitoes in your home, and burning the mosquito coils also helpful to avoid the mosquitoes, and not allowing the water to collect in our surroundings. Yes, we should not allow the water to collect in old tires, flower pots, and open waste vessels. The stagnant water become a breeding ground for the mosquitoes. So it helpful in multiplication of the mosquitoes rapidly, and causes the this causes the malaria disease. One more thing, that mosquito, you should remember that all mosquito bite will not cause the malaria disease. Only female anopheles mosquito carries the plasmodium in it and transmits the diseases. So here mosquito act as a carrier. Carrier means the insects which will carry the pathogen in it is called carrier. So mosquito act as a carrier which carries the pathogen called plasmodium in it and transmits the disease called malaria. Thank you.